How many times have you woken up feeling tired, unmotivated, and already stressed before the day even begins? Have you noticed how one bad morning can ruin your entire day, and slowly those days turn into weeks, months, and even years of frustration? The truth is simple. If you lose your morning, you lose your day. But if you win your morning, no matter what challenges come your way, your day bends in your favor. That's why they say, winning your morning means winning your day. Today, let's uncover how small victories in the morning can completely transform your entire life. How many times have you opened your eyes in the morning and instead of feeling fresh, you felt heavy, tired, and already defeated before the day even started? Be honest with yourself. How often do you grab your phone, scroll mindlessly, and suddenly realize a half an hour is gone, your energy is gone, and so is your focus? That one small decision in the morning sets the tone for everything else. If the morning is lost, the day feels scattered. But if the morning is won, you carry a sense of control, power, and clarity that follows you all day long. Think about it. Imagine two versions of you. One wakes up, hits snooze, scrolls through social media, and finally drags themselves out of bed with no plan. The other wakes up, stretches, hydrates, breathes deeply, and sets an intention for the day. Now tell me which version of you will handle stress better. Which version will be more confident, more productive, more alive? Most people don't fail because they don't have dreams. They fail because their mornings are stolen by laziness, distraction, and lack of direction. A weak morning becomes a weak day, and too many weak days create a weak life. But here's the truth. You don't have to change your whole life overnight. You just have to change your morning. Win the first hour, and you'll win the next 23. Build momentum, and watch how the world bends in your favor. I'll tell you something. Every successful person you admire has one thing in common. They protect their mornings like treasure. They know the morning is not just the start of the day. It's the foundation of their future. And if the foundation is strong, the building never collapses. So the question isn't, will you have a great day? The real question is, will you win your morning? Because if you do, your day has already been won before the world even wakes up. Key 1, the first hour shapes the next 23. Be honest with yourself. How do most of your mornings really start? For many people, the first sound they hear is the alarm. And instead of rising with purpose, they hit snooze. 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes, and before they even know it, 30 minutes are gone. Then, phone comes out, scrolling through notifications, checking messages, drowning in other people's lives, all before even taking a breath for their own. And the sad truth is, this one small choice sets the rhythm for the entire day. The mind is already distracted, the body already drained, and the spirit already defeated. But here's the lesson. Your first hour is not just an hour. It's the command center of your entire day. If you fill it with noise, your day becomes noisy. If you fill it with focus, your day becomes powerful. That's why the most successful people in the world protect their mornings like treasure. They understand momentum. Because momentum doesn't start at noon. Doesn't start when you walk into the office. It starts the moment you open your eyes. So hear me clearly. If you lose the morning, you lose the day. But if you win that first hour, you've already won the next 23. Your choices in those first 60 minutes can either chain you down or set you free. And when you choose discipline, when you choose clarity, when you choose focus, you walk into the world already victorious. K2, discipline begins before sunrise. Tell me honestly, how many times have you lost a battle against your alarm clock? That loud sound rings in the morning, and instead of standing up, you roll over, hit snooze, and whisper to yourself, just 5 more minutes. But those 5 minutes multiply into 10, into 20, and suddenly you're rushing, you're late, you've already broken the first promise you made to yourself. And here's the truth. If you can't win the small battle of getting out of bed, how do you expect to win the bigger battles life throws at you? Discipline doesn't begin when you sign a contract, when you step into the office, or when you face the world. Discipline begins the moment your eyes open. That first choice, to rise or to roll over, decides whether you're leading your life or letting comfort control it. Every time you hit snooze, you train your mind to delay. You teach yourself that excuses are acceptable. Every time you rise with your alarm, you build trust with yourself. You tell your mind, I keep my word, no matter how small. And that is the foundation of true discipline. So remember this, the world doesn't shape your discipline, your mornings do. The way you rise in the morning is the way you rise in life. You can conquer yourself before sunrise. You can conquer anything after it. That's why winners don't wait for motivation. They rely on discipline. And discipline is born the second your alarm clock rings. K3, movement creates momentum. Think about those mornings when you wake up and stay lying in bed scrolling, staring at the ceiling, or convincing yourself you'll get moving later. What happens? The body feels heavy, the mind feels dull, and even the smallest tasks seem overwhelming. That tiredness isn't just in your body. It spreads into your mood, your focus, your confidence. You start the day already fighting against yourself, and by the time you finally get going, half the day has slipped away. But here's what most people don't realize. Your body and your mind are connected. When your body is still, your mind stays stuck. But when your body moves, even for 10 minutes, your energy rises, your brain wakes up, and your focus sharpens. Science proves it. Exercise releases chemicals that fight stress, sharpen thinking, and build confidence. That's why athletes, leaders, and high performers always begin their day with movement. Not because they have extra time. They understand movement creates momentum. So don't wait for energy to come to you. Create it. Stretch, run, breathe, move. Do anything that reminds your body it's alive. Because motion changes emotion. When you move your body, your spirit follows. And once momentum is built in the morning, nothing can slow you down for the rest of the day. Key 4, silence before the noise. Think about the moment you wake up and immediately unlock your phone. Before you've even said good morning to yourself, you're drowning in other people's voices. Messages, emails, notifications, news, gossip. And in that chaos, you lose your own voice. The mind becomes restless before the day even begins. You feel pulled in 10 different directions, not because life is too heavy, but because you never gave your soul the silence it was craving. The truth is, the world will never stop being noisy. People will always demand your attention, your energy, your time. The morning, that is your sacred space. That is your chance to connect with yourself, to hear your own thoughts before the world floods your mind with theirs. Just 5 minutes of silence, of stillness, of deep breathing, or gratitude can act like armor for your day. It grounds you, centers you, and reminds you who you are before the chaos tries to tell you who to be. Because when you learn to win the battle of silence in the morning, you carry unshakable peace into the noise of the day. And no matter how loud the world gets, your inner voice stays louder, your focus stays sharper, and your purpose stays stronger. Key 5, morning fuel, daily power. Tell me honestly, how many mornings have you rushed out the door with nothing in your stomach except caffeine? A quick coffee, maybe a donut, maybe nothing at all. And then a few hours later, you feel drained, irritated, unfocused. You're not lazy. Your brain isn't weak. Your body is simply running on empty, like trying to drive a car on fumes. You might move a little, but sooner or later, you break down. Your body is your engine. And like any engine, it can't run without the right fuel. The morning is when your brain is at its peak of focus, creativity, and energy. But only if you give it what it needs. Hydration to wake up your system. Nutrients to feed your mind. Something light but powerful to spark energy instead of stealing it. That's why champions don't just eat for taste in the morning. They eat for clarity, for energy, for performance. Because they know when the body is fueled right, the mind fires sharp. Never forget, your morning fuel decides your daily power. What you put into your body is what you get out of your life. A fueled body creates a focused mind. And when your mind is focused, no obstacle feels too heavy, no challenge feels too big, and no dream feels too far. Key 6, morning planning, daily clarity. Have you ever ended your day feeling exhausted? But when you look back, you can't even point to one thing meaningful that you accomplished. You were busy the whole time, running, reacting, answering calls, replying to messages, but deep inside, felt like the day slipped through your fingers. That frustration doesn't come from a lack of effort. It comes from a lack of direction. Because effort without clarity is like running on a treadmill. You move a lot, you go nowhere. That's why morning planning is so powerful. The morning is your reset button, your chance to choose who's in control, you or the chaos of the world. And it doesn't take an hour of planning. 5 minutes of writing down your top 3 priorities is enough to shift your whole mindset suddenly. The noise doesn't matter as much. Suddenly, you know what deserves your energy and what doesn't. Instead of reacting to the world, you start leading your day with intention. Because here's the truth. Fail to plan your morning, and you've already planned to fail your day. But when you take charge of those first few minutes and map out your mission, you step into the world with clarity, confidence, and control. And a day led with clarity is a day that moves you closer to your destiny. Case 7, gratitude transforms attitude. Think about how most people wake up. The first thought in their mind is not peace, not gratitude. It's stress. I'm late. I have so much to do. I don't have enough. Why is my life so hard? And that single thought becomes the seed that grows into frustration, anger, and negativity throughout the day. You don't even realize it. When you start your morning with complaints, you are programming your brain to look for problems. And no matter what good comes your way, your mind will still find reasons to feel empty. But gratitude is the reset button of the soul. When you open your eyes and instead of focusing on what's missing, you take a moment to notice what's already there, your breath, your health, your family, even the chance to live another day. You shift your entire mindset. Science shows that gratitude rewires the brain, lowers stress, and builds resilience. It teaches your mind to look for blessings instead of burdens. And when you start your morning counting blessings, the weight of your problems becomes lighter and your attitude becomes unshakable. Never underestimate this. When gratitude is your morning habit, positivity becomes your lifestyle. Gratitude doesn't mean your life is perfect. It means you are powerful enough to see the good even in the struggle. And that shift in attitude, that is what gives you the strength to face the day like a warrior, not a victim. Key 8, protect your morning like treasure. Be honest. How often do you let the world invade your morning before you even claim it for yourself? The moment you wake up, you check your phone and suddenly your mind belongs to emails, to messages, to notifications. Your day is no longer yours. It's already being controlled by everyone else's demands. And that's why so many people feel overwhelmed and drained before they've even started their real work. The truth is, not that you don't have energy or focus, it's that you gave it away too early. Your morning is not meant for the world. It is meant for you. It's your sacred time to strengthen your mind, fuel your body, set your direction. But if you don't protect it, the world will steal it from you. That's why the most successful people guard their mornings like treasure. They don't allow gossip, negativity, traction to enter their space. They know if the foundation of the day is weak, the whole structure will collapse. But if the foundation is strong, nothing can shake it. So guard your mornings fiercely. Say no to distractions. Say no to noise. Say no to anything that steals your peace. Because when you protect your morning, you're not just protecting an hour. You're protecting your energy, your focus, your purpose, your entire future. And the world belongs to those who claim their mornings before the world claims them. Maybe until now your mornings felt out of control. Maybe you've lost too many days to distraction, to stress, to laziness. You are not stuck. Every sunrise is a fresh start. Every morning is another chance to choose differently. Don't wait for a perfect day. Don't wait for motivation to magically appear. Start tomorrow. One choice, one morning one. Because when you win one morning, you win one day. And when you win enough days, you transform an entire life. So here's my challenge to you tomorrow. Don't hit snooze. Don't reach for your phone. Instead, rise with purpose. Move your body, feed your mind, protect your peace, win your morning, and watch how your life begins to rise with it. Your mornings are not just the start of a day, they are the start of your destiny.